Dirty Lamb from LiveMortgageFree.com. I guess when you first see the website it may seem rather incredible that you can do all the things I say you can do in a fraction of the time it would normally take you and save a whole bunch of money in the process. Well, to show you these are not just some made up hypey statements, I'd like to take just a couple of minutes to show you how I arrived at the figures that you'll see on the website and the substance behind some of the statements, in particular these two. First, with an extra $300 a month, you can pay off a $100,000 30-year mortgage, $10,000 car loan, and a $4,000 credit card account in under 10 years. And second, how if you wisely invest the money you save by doing this, you could accumulate this enormous kind of wealth and this kind of residual income monthly. So let's get started. If I go too fast, feel free to pause the video or back up and take another look. Here we have the original amounts mentioned on the site: $100,000, $10,000 and $4,000. The interest rate of 8%, 12% and 18%, which will of course vary. And the term in years: 30 years for the house, 5 years for the car and 2.5 years for the credit card. And over a 30-year period we would have made repayments of $282,232.36, of which a huge chunk of $168,232.36 in interest payments alone. So how can we make such a big dent in this 30-year term and make the fantastic savings in interest that I mentioned on the website with just an extra $300 a month? Well, there's no magic involved. We just take it one chunk at a time, starting with the loan that's costing us the most in interest charges, the credit card at 18%. If we add the additional $300 to our standard repayment of $166.56, we can now make repayments of $466.56. By doing this, we reduce the term by 2/3 from 30 months to just 10 months, and we save $682.38 in the process. Now that we've got the credit card debt out of the way, we can take on the car loan. We now add the $466.38 we were paying the credit card company to the $222.45 we've been paying for the car loan to make a new repayment amount of $689.01 a month against the car loan. Now, because we've been paying the loan for the last 10 months, the $10,000 we originally owed at the start has been reduced to $8,718.90. So in just another 14 months, this loan too will be paid off, and we'll have saved another $1,666.93 in interest charges. So we're 2 years down the road, we've paid off 2 loans and saved over $2,200 in interest, which is great. But just look at how little our mortgage has reduced. We've been paying our mortgage for 2 years, yet the amount we owe has only dropped about $1,700 to $98,253.83. However, here's where it gets really interesting. We now have $689.01 to add to our standard mortgage repayment of $734, giving us $1,423.01 we can now use to attack the mortgage. And look what happens here. We've dramatically reduced the mortgage term to just 7 years and 9 months. And just look at the fantastic savings in interest charges. Over $114,000. And that's more than the $100,000 we mortgaged in the first place. Overall, we've saved $116,535.03. We've come a long way in the last 10 years. 10 months from the start we paid off our credit card. 40 months later at the 2-year point we paid off the car loan. And here we are, not yet at the 10-year point of a 30-year mortgage, and the mortgage is paid off in total, completely, finito. Now you could congratulate yourself on a job well done and stop there. But before you even consider that option, let me just pass this by you. You fully expected to be paying a mortgage for 30 years, right? And for just under 10 years, you've been setting aside $1,423.01 every month without fail to pay off that mortgage. Now here's the biggie. What do you think the result would be if you invested that $1,423.01, let's not forget the 1 cent, every month for the next 20 years? Well, let me help you with the maths on that. If you were able to invest that $1,423 for the remainder of your planned mortgage life at 6%, this is what you would achieve. At 12%, it would be more than doubled. So at the time your original mortgage term was due to end, you could have generated $1,470,657.36. And if you cease to compound the interest on this amount at the 30-year point, it would give you a passive income of well over $14,000 a month. So you see, it is possible to do what I said on the website with only an extra $300 a month. The real big question is, how do you get an extra $300 a month in the first place? Well, the answer to that question and more is on the livemortgagefree.com website. And if you're not already at the website, I hope you'll take the time to visit us shortly at www.livemortgagefree.com.